Hi guys, we are starting 5.1 now. So this unit is going to be all about triangles and different unique things about the different triangles. What we're going to start with today is called midsegment theorem. So a midsegment is a segment that connects the midpoints of two sides. So if I draw a triangle, let's say that this is the midpoint because this piece equals this piece. Maybe over here, this is the midpoint because this piece equals this piece. This does not mean that this piece equals this piece or vice versa. So what the midsegment is I would connect those 2 points, okay? This is the midsegment, so it connects the 2 midpoints. The midsegment theorem states that the segment connecting the midpoints of 2 sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side, so that means that this guy is parallel to this guy. And this guy is also half the length of this. So if this guy was 10, this guy would be 5, okay? DE is the midsegment of ABC. Find the value of x. Go ahead and pause me and try these 3. Unpause me when you are done. So remember, this is half of this, so x would equal 14. That would be double. Remember, E has to be the midpoint because if this is a midsegment, it's the midpoint, so this piece equals this piece, so x equals 8. And remember, this is parallel to this, but this is half of that, so I do 34 divided by 2. So I get x equals 17. Okay. Next problems. So we have large triangle JKL. We know JR is congruent to RK. We know KS is congruent to SL. And we know JT is congruent to TL. So these are all midpoints is what that's saying essentially. So RS would be parallel to JL. ST would be parallel to the side across from it, so JK. And then KL is parallel to this piece right in here, RT. Next, SL, that distance is congruent to KS, but it's also congruent to RT because this is double, right, of this. Well, if I take half of that, it would be equal to this piece also. So I could actually mark this with 2 little markings. That means I can mark this with 3 markings, and I can mark this with 1 marking. JR is congruent to RK, which is also congruent to TS. And then last, JT is congruent to TL, which is also congruent to RS. Okay, second page. Place the figure in a coordinate grid in a convenient way. Assign coordinates to each vertex. A right triangle with a leg length of 5 units and 3 units. So I'm going to put 1 point here. 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3. So right triangle, so it hits at a 90-degree angle, right? We want a rectangle that's 7 units and 4 units. Go ahead and pause me and try these 3, okay? 7 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that rectangle. Square, 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, a square has all equal side lengths, so they would all be 6. Isosceles right triangle with leg length of 4. So 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's right, so it makes a 90-degree angle. These 2 sides are equal in length. So there's that. All right. Next. Use this triangle, GHJ, where D, E, and F are all midpoints. So this is equal to this is equal to this, and then this is equal to this, right? Midpoint, midpoint, and midpoint. DE is 4x plus 5. GJ, so all the way across is 3x plus 25. They want us to find DE, so we have to find x before we can do that. 2 ways to set this up. We know that this is half of this, so I could double this, multiply this by 2 to make it equal to this. Or I could take this piece and divide it by 2 to make it equal to that. For me, I like multiplying by 2 versus dividing by 2, so I'm going to take 2 times 4x plus 5. So 2 of these lengths will equal this length down below. That is equal to 3x plus 25. So that's 8x plus 10 equals 3x plus 25. So all I did was I distributed the 2. I'm going to subtract 3x, so I get 5x. I'm going to subtract 10, and I get 15. So I get x equals 3. Then they want me to find d to e, so this piece. So I'm going to plug that back in. I'm going to do 4 times 3 plus 5. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. So d to e equals 17. Okay. I want you to pause me and try 15 and 16 on your own, please. Unpause me when you're done. So same process here. So e to f is 2x plus 7. G to j, the whole thing is 5x plus 1, so double this guy. So 2 times 2x plus 7 equals 5x minus 1. So that is 4x plus 14 equals 5x minus 1. I'm going to subtract 4 x's, so I get 1 x's. I'm going to add 1 equals 15. So essentially, x just equals 15. They want me to find EF, so I'm going to take EF, I'm going to plug it into that. So 2 times 15 plus 7. 2 times 15 is 30. 30 plus 7 is 37. And that is EF. One more. H to J, the full length is 8x minus 2. D to F is 2x plus 11. So I'm going to double this 2x plus 11 and set it equal to this 8x minus 2. So I get 4x plus 22 equals 8x minus 2. So subtract 4x from both sides, so I get 4x. Oops, sorry. And add 2 to both sides, and I get 24. I'm going to divide by 4, and I get x equals 6. I need to plug it back in to find hj. So hj is 8 times 6 minus 2. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 minus 2 is 46. So that is h to j. Okay, so that is all, those are all the notes for 5.1. So mid-segments, okay? And the main concept here is a mid-segment connects midpoints of two sides of a triangle, parallel to the third side, but it's also half as long as that third side. There is a Schoology 5.1 assignment that you need to complete after you've taken these notes. All right, thanks, guys.